Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Sundays with Jessica. I know that this is a very unusual setting, but what is more unusual that it is around 3 in the morning and I'm not able to sleep. So I just thought that I should make a video. So this video is going to be about self-fulfilling prophecies. And what I mean by that is that, sometimes we tell things to ourselves, positive or negative, and ultimately, once we repeat them, we repeat our thoughts over a long period, we actually come to believe them and we take actions that are in alignment with our thought process. So let's say that a student tells herself that I'm smart and I'm good with numbers and I'm gonna score 100 on mathematics. I know that only saying this isn't going to get the grades, but the thing is, once you repeat the thing over and over and over again over a long period of time, you will start to take actions that align with your beliefs. Because when you repeat that thing over and over again and you take actions that are not in correspondence to the goal that you've set, you will feel guilty in yourself. And on the other hand, if you tell yourself that, I'm dumb, or I don't know how I'm going to pass this class, ultimately you're not going to score good, because that's the goal or that's the image that you've set for yourself. So I always say positive things about me, and I never even joke about things going bad in my life. People say that I wish I were dead or things like that. Wait, I'm not going to cut this video, so this is as raw as my video can get. So what I was saying is that a person may tell himself or herself again, that I wish I were dead. Maybe you're joking, and you may know that you're joking, but your soul does not know the difference. And I read this on Pinterest, that whatever you tell yourself, whether positive, whether negative, your soul does not know the difference, whether you actually mean it or you're being funny. So you have to be really, really careful about the words that you tell yourself. And through Instagram, there are always memes that are coming out that just memes out of your life not going well, and people like them, they send it over to their friends thinking that it's funny. Okay, it may be funny, but degrading yourself and finding the real funny is, I don't know, I've never found this sort of reels funny wherein they post content like what example shall I give you? Whoever prayed for my downfall, you won. Something like things like this. I'm not able to understand what I mean, but you get the point, or I hope that you get the point. So the thing is that you've always got to say positive things about yourself, always. And I know that only saying things won't make the magic happen, but that's the first step. And you may be like, I don't believe in myself, but once you say that thing over and over again, at some point that threshold of you not believing is going to be broken, and you're going to have to actually work for the thing that you're telling yourself. So that's what I believe, that the first step is to watch the words that you tell yourself, and to not even joke about the fact that, oh my god, I'm so depressed, or things like that. Those things are not to be joked about. They're not, and I don't know what's funny in them or what others find funny in them, because it's not funny. So yeah. And wait, I had an example in mind, but I forgot it again. So usually before videos I like to note down the key points that I have to say, but for this video I haven't done any of that, so I am having a little trouble coming up with words and sentences. So like Michael from The Office would say, usually I start a sentence and I don't know where it's going, so like something like that. And about the thing that I was talking about, a book that really shaped my way of thinking was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. In that book he mentions a person named Joseph Grant. So what happened was that he worked at a bank and he took loan from the bank. Not loan, I think he took money from the bank without the directors knowing, and he lost it all on gambling. And when the directors were checking the accounts, he ran off from the bank and checked into a hotel. And 3 days later, they found him in the hotel bed saying, I can't handle the disrespect, I shall die. Something like this, I'm not sure though. And ultimately he died. And this case was termed as mental suicide, because he didn't do anything. He didn't actually kill himself, but he said these words over and over again, and they found him mumbling the sentence only, and ultimately he did die. So your brain will come to believe what your mouth is saying, and you should really use your words wisely. I mean, we, out of all the animals, humans have the abilities to speak, and we have intelligence. That is what separates us from animals. And if we do not use it to our advantage, then what's the point? So yeah, I know that I didn't say or provide a lot of value into this video, but I just wanted to say that always watch what you're telling yourself. No matter if you're joking, no matter if you wanted to make somebody laugh, never do it at your expense or even somebody else's expense. Always believe that you shall get what you ask for. And even if you don't, just believe that God has a greater plan for you. So yeah, that is it about today's video. Very, very raw. I didn't even know what I was going to talk about. But as I was taking out my phone, and I'm like, oh my god, let me talk about this. So yeah, that's how this video that is how the idea for this video sprouted. Bye bye, see you in the next one.